Hey Ma, do you know what burst my bubble?
What burst your bubble?
Dr. Naturalist has told me how I'm living in a solitary daydream land, like Joanne Greenberg. Since I have no self-esteem in the real world, no job, no life, no girlfriend, frankly, I'm a loser. I mean, he didn't say this.
Nobody says
nobody says I'm a loser, but at the end of the day, the source of my self-esteem is daydreams. Daydreaming somebody is madly in love with me. Frankly, when your life is emptiness, when you don't have satisfaction or self-esteem, you're going to comfort yourself with daydreams. And that's what I chose to do. Daydreaming, there's a major motion picture company that wants to make a movie. Daydreaming, pop stars are madly in love with me. I comfort myself. The source of my self-esteem is daydreams.
But, okay, life in of itself, as we go through life, we go through stages in life, Andy.
Yeah.
If you stay in daydreams, it's a comfortable place to be. Why do people like dreams? Why do people like movies? Why do people like reading books?
At the end of the day...
You go to a different place when you go in a book, when you go to a movie.
At the end of the day, daydreams aren't reality, and they won't protect you from reality.
Right.
You know, I mean, obviously, if your life is emptiness, it's comforting to daydream you're the ultimate winner. But the reality is, you know, I'm a disabled adult child. I have less than $2,000. Frankly, I mean, if my parents went away, I would be screwed. But and you know what? No daydream that a pop superstar loves me is going to protect me from the harsh truth that I have no money, and you know, I have no friends. And if you know, you frankly passed away, I'd be screwed.
You have to put to recovery. You have to put the work in. If you want those things...
It's like Joanne Greenberg in the novel, I Never Promised You a Rose Garden. I never promised you the rose garden, the real world would be rainbows and butterflies, but you know what?
But it's real.
At the end of the day, to have a life, you need to live in the real world. And it's, you know, maybe you have to work 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, and it might be a bad job, but at the end of the day, the real world is going to save you. The fantasy land is just pouring your life down the drain.
And let me just say one last thing.
Yes.
Everybody in the world, unless they're a liar, looks for a certain amount of distraction. And that's healthy.
Right.
Because life can sometimes get overbearing when stress gets too much.
Exactly.
But you can't live the majority of your life in that place or you won't live.
Right.
So the key is balance out your life, get in the real world, and when you become overwhelmed, you can go to a book or you can go to a movie or do something healthy to distract yourself.
Right. I mean, obviously, I do have a daydream that my social media posts are going to turn me into a rich and famous movie star. I mean, and obviously, I'm obsessed with it, and you know, I'm trying to, you know, give myself that rags to riches transformation, but it's a little bit like a gambling addiction or an internet addiction. I spend 90% of my time invested in this, you know, addiction that I'm going to turn myself into a movie star. And at the end of the day, I'm just pouring my life down the drain, invested in this. I'm gonna hit the jackpot soon, you know.
Do you like spending that time? Does it give you any feeling of satisfaction when you spend that time doing it?
Well, I do like creating artwork, and I would love to have a movie star job.
But at the end, doing it?
I do like being artistic. I do like creating art.
Okay, so
I do think when you're the very best at something, and I do think I'm the very best at performing on video. I do think I'm the very best at my artwork. When you're the very best at something, what happens when the thing you're the very best at, you know, obviously is the thing that's hurting you the most. There was a professional wrestler, Chris Benoit, even like Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys. They were the very best at what they did.
And they were making millions, right?
But they became so obsessed, so consumed, and they were making millions. I'm not making any money yet. And obviously, the thing they were obsessed with and the very best at, you know, obviously was the thing that was hurting them the most, but it was making them millions. And that is what it is.